Chapman, the man who invented Lotus, stuck to one theory: less is more. He was the type of man who preferred using less wheel nuts rather than a big engine to make cars fast. The Elise sticks to that philosophy, well, as much as 21st century safety regulations allow. It's quick and to the point. But now they've deviated from the less is more policy by adding something to make this the fastest and most powerful Elise ever. Oh yes, a supercharger. It's got the same chassis, gearbox and brakes as a standard Elise. But the 1.8 litre Toyota engine has now basically been fitted with a set of bellows and revs to 8,500. The net result? Another 83 brake horsepower, pushing the power to 217. Now, if I do a perfect getaway, it'll mean I'll be doing 60 in 4.4 seconds. That's enough to make a Ferrari nervous. Now, all the way up through the revs, the engine has got a couple of little holes in the map, or what it feels like some holes. There you are, low revs, little hesitation there, another little one. Once it gets up in the high numbers, it's pretty good. But if you have to modulate the throttle, say in a corner, there is this kind of little laggy delay flat spot. The engine feels like it hasn't been tuned correctly. When you change gear, it has a little hiccup. It's just not sorted. So, the extra power doesn't really impress, but what about the handling? Has that been corrupted too? As with every single Lotus, one of the best bits about the handling characteristics is the steering, and on this SC version, it's exactly as you would expect. It's all really progressive, pinpoint accurate. You can feel everything through the steering wheel. It may be accurate, but the handling isn't necessarily fun. Now you'd think with an extra 82 horsepower, this car might be a wee bit tail happy. Well, it isn't, and that's to do with the diff. It's too soft, it spins the inside wheel, so you can't actually exploit the extra power. Give it too much, it just wheel spins away. So, second gear, plenty power. Wheel spin with the inside wheel. The optional limited slip diff that would cure that is £1,000, but you won't feel inclined to fork out for it, because in basic form, this car costs a whopping £32,000. And if you want traction control, air conditioning and a cup holder, it's more like 35 grand. And that's Porsche Boxster money. And in a Boxster, your left hand on the steering wheel doesn't block the radio controls. In a Boxster, you don't have to bend at the waist to check the heater controls. Lotus seem to have forgotten these cars are driven by humans. Now every time I drive one of these Elises or an Exige or any one of the modern Lotus, within 10 minutes I get really, really annoyed and frustrated. And that's because year in, year out, the people at Lotus take absolutely no notice of something which is called ergonomics. This could be a great car to drive, but it just isn't, and that's because the seat position is crap. I can't get comfortable, I can't adjust it, the steering wheel's fixed, I've got no brake or rake adjustment, it just doesn't fit me. You know, I wouldn't mind if I was 6'3", but I'm a regular sized guy. I love driving cars, I love driving them fast, but I've had enough. Lotus, come on man.
Sadly, that's all we've got.